Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Joe. Today is March the 6th. I want to provide an update on Thunderbridge, ticker symbol THBR. This is a SPAC for those who don't know, and it's expected to merge with Indie Semiconductor. This stock actually has been a good way for me to park some money because I thought that it won't get hit really crazy by the downturns, and it kind of proved itself right. So I'm happy that my money didn't fluctuate that much, compared to like some tech stocks that I'm heavy in, and also like a play like Tesla, which takes probably 30% of my portfolio. So I was down by like almost 30k in that play, but you guys just subscribe to the channel. Next week I'll be showing the whole portfolio, and I think you will like what I have for you guys, and we'll grow this to a 250k account by the end of the year. That's the plan, and I'll show you my strategies. If I'm getting into options play, I have a full-time job, so I don't want to have like a Patron or these exclusive accounts whereby I have people pay to see what I'm doing. This is just for entertainment purposes only, so always make sure you do your own due diligence, and it's kind of fun to be transparent. Also, you can look back and kind of see your growth as well. So I don't want to gate my content just to make money out of it, and also I'm a small YouTuber, so it kind of makes sense to also be very transparent and walk people who are starting to invest and let them see the reality through a free option whereby the content is available for them. So let's go back to the news. So we have a few updates. So one, Thunderbridge and Indie Semiconductor. So Indie Semiconductor said that they're on track to close early spring. So spring is probably from 20th March to maybe 20th June. So let's say March to June. So that's kind of the time frame they've provided. And then we do have an update about some paperwork they were doing with the DOJ, Department of Justice, and FTC, and they were going to send an updated Form S4, which I think the first one they did on January the 25th. So that's an update they did provide, and they did say also the company is going to see some strengthened Autotech demand and sustainable order pattern, and I'll touch a little bit on an expanded version of what that means, as well as they did reaffirm a strong revenue outlook above market growth. So that's kind of contributed to the fact that there's a big chip shortage, and that's what affects most EV companies, most automakers. Right now the production is low because there's a shortage in chips, and Indie Semiconductor deals with the chips. So you can see there's some pros and cons which I'll also touch on. So make sure you kind of stick around for that as well. And then the last one is currently the industry shortage of those chips. It kind of underscores the strategic market opportunity, but I'll also give you more details into that point. So let's see. Right now they're at 1051 for the week. They're down by 2.78%. For the month, down by about 14.83%. 3 month, they're up by about 1.64%, and for the year they are up by 4.87%. So we'll see. I have 400 shares. I did mention in an earlier video I did some few weeks ago that I had 410 shares and I sold 10 shares, and back to my initial point of parking your money in some companies you think they won't get hit really badly. This was one of them that I had selected to put some funds. I did sell out on positions like PayPal, Microsoft, Domo a while back when they were pretty high. I was afraid that there was gonna be a market downturn, but you can't really tell when. So I took profits and sold off those positions, and I put some money on some. Some will be speculative, and some are like long-term plays of mine. For those of you who want to stick around, I'll also give you more news. So next week I plan to reveal my portfolio, the whole of it, so that you guys are able to see my plays and kind of avoid the ones I'm red at, and kind of see my reasoning behind why I'm going to some plays. The challenge is to get to 250k by the end of the year. I think that's kind of possible from my end. I have several strategies. One is being in a little bit more companies, but once we hit that target, I will restart the challenge to maybe 500k, whereby we will just narrow it to like 10 companies only, where we'll just hold stocks, and then we'll probably be doing option plays to get some weekly monies. And I'll show you from the basics of options, and we'll go to the advanced calls, puts, and then poor man's calls, and we'll go to really complex strategies down the line. But since I'm starting off the channel, I want folks to kind of know the basics, the ones who don't know, and then we can build on from that. But right now, let's talk about this company. So right now we have the update that Indie Semiconductor is very excited to merge. And when you go to the main website, you're able to kind of see what they deal with. I touch base on my early videos, but I can talk about what they're doing right now. So one, they're doing ADAS, autonomous driving capabilities. They have connectivity and user experience, which is like the dashboard UI interface. And then they have electrification. So the chips that they make contribute to all these factors and specialities in the solutions they're providing. And then now we'll talk a little bit about what the company is saying. So the company is best in class mixed signal system on demand chip. It's called SoC. Solutions are currently on 12 tier 1 approved vendor lists, contributing to a strategic backlog position of more than 2 billion. So there's a good backlog, and since they're in 12 tier 1 companies, so for those who know a bit about the auto space, tier 1 is like those high level automakers like Toyotas and the likes, and they've said it's 2 billion kind of backlog. They did say, according to IHS, the company's automotive semiconductor portfolio currently addresses 16 billion market, which is expected to exceed 38 billion by 2025. So that's 4 years from now. So there's like some really crazy demand in here, and they did touch base on the shortage. I think I have that quote somewhere pulled out in my notes, and I'll read it. So they said, so strengthening visibility and pent up demand in the current quarter is setting the stage for demonstrable market outperformance this year. From a long-term perspective, the current supply shortage across the automotive semiconductor industry is underscoring the need for an additional vendor with scale who meets all key quality standards. Indie is particularly well positioned to capitalize on the enormous strategic market opportunity, especially after the completion of our planned merger. So that's from their CEO. And I think you guys, you should have this in your watch list, and just check it out. Let me know in the comment section what you think. I know from the other video that we did a while back, folks were like, yeah, they are parking their money in here. So it was actually interesting to kind of see other people talking about it. It's not one of the stocks you'll hear most people on YouTube talking about, but just research on their website, Indie Semiconductor's website, and kind of just have it on your watch list. A reminder, this is just for entertainment purposes only. Always make sure you do your own due diligence. And we are growing this channel so fast. We almost 200 subscribers. We started a few weeks ago. So I'll appreciate if you give it a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm, so that we can grow the channel fast. Those who don't know what Indie Semiconductor is, I can kind of just read about Indie. So Indie is empowering the Autotech revolution with the next generation automotive semiconductors and software platforms. We focus on edge sensors for advanced driver assistance systems, including LiDAR, connected cars, user experience, and electrification applications. These technologies represent the core underpinning of both electric and autonomous vehicles, while the advanced user interface transforms the in-cabin experience to mirror and seamlessly connect to the mobile platform we rely on every day. We are approved vendor of Tier 1 partners, and our solutions can be found in marquee automotive OEMs around the world. Headquarters in California, Indie has design centers and sales offices in Texas, Boston, Detroit, San Francisco, San Jose, Budapest, Hungary, Germany, Edinburgh, Scotland, and various locations in China. So yeah, let's chat in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about this talk. Personally, I feel like after the downturn is over, probably after we hear about the stimulus package, and if the bond rates are kind of stable-ish, we should see an uptick in this stock. I see the stock getting to like probably $11 if everything goes well towards the end of next week, and from there you know we should expect a really good uptake with just the rest of the market. But if there's a pullback, also expect a pullback, and we'll see probably $10 20 will be a spot where it will kind of tank for a minute, but if you want to load up, I will say just load up, but just be very careful because the market right now is very volatile, and you don't want to use your money and kind of be out of money when things start looking up well. So thank you so much. Be green, be safe. See you on the next one. Bye.